See, you're starting some work on the winch. What's the reason behind this? Has this winch worked before, or is this something you're trying to recommission?
Well, we're trying to recommission it. I've been told it hasn't worked for about 40 years. I think the last time it did work, there was a problem where the cable jumped and then got snagged, and as you see, it's frayed, but it also moved the winch drum over a little bit. So the idea is to try and remove it. The only problem is it's built into the back of the tug, so where you have the side members here, the chassis rails, it slots in there, and to get it out you've got to get various bolts out, take the panels off. But what I'm trying to do at the moment, we'd like to try and get the cable off, make it lighter to work with.
Yeah.
But unfortunately the clutch mechanism, when this all snagged up, all got bent and damaged, and it hasn't moved.
Clutch mechanism is this mechanism down here?
Yes, basically you have a mechanical clutch dog which slides on that shaft, and it engages with some other dogs on the winch drum.
And those are seized?
That's very. So I've put a lot of heat in it and a lot of banging. I'm trying to tease it so it'll slide again, because we'd like to free the clutch so that then we can engage the power takeoff, and then we can actually run the cable out,
okay,
rather than, you know. But at the moment, with the clutch jammed in, we can't engage the power takeoff. I think I've had about a 1/16 of an inch movement in this, okay. But the great thing is, once you've got movement, you can work on it and increase it. So yeah, so a bit of wiggle, a bit of heat, a bit of WD-40, and a lot of effort,
yeah,
through one of these.
With your persuader bar.
Yeah, yes, it's one of our smaller tools that we use.
The bar persuasion. Yeah.
Yes.
The goal is basically to get all this cable out of the winch.
Yes.
And that's what, 7/8 cable?
Yeah, 7/8 inch cable.
That's going to take some weight and some force, isn't it?
Yes. So that's why we'd like to try and drive it up.
Yeah.
One of the things we had thought of doing was attaching it to the Sentinel and pulling it out.
Good luck. We'll see how you get on through the day.
Yeah, well, this will be a long-running project. One of the things I'd like to do is today is get the ground anchor off.
Okay.
That drops down and bites into the dirt, so that it stops the tug being pulled backwards.
Okay.
And it's held up by this small chain here. There's a small chain there. We can just get a little bit of movement. I reckon there's been about 1/4 inch movement. You can see a silver ring there. That's actually moved inboards that amount. and you can actually see a little bit of a silver colour on this key. So it has moved a quarter of an inch, but not consistently.
Yeah.
It's either it or me, you know, one of us will go. Hey!
That looks like movement, Martin.
It does, doesn't it? But at least the clutch is disengaged. Look at that, well out of the way. Well, I'll just move it gently like that. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I couldn't have done it without you. So what time is it? Bearing in mind, I've been beating this for 2 hours.
Well done.
Yeah, I'll wire brush things up and down, clean them up and see if I get a bit more movement. Probably never did go all the way back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We've only got to move enough that the movement from the air cylinder. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
The clutch is disengaged.
Yeah.
I said it may never have gone back that far.
Shackle. Need a shackle. Not about using stuff that's not supposed to be used. Go the other way round. Put that one there first. I'm going to walk out there and take that off.
I'm guessing a length of cable is going to be expensive.
I suppose it could be.
Do you think that cable is salvageable?
I don't know, maybe.
Possible.
I mean, this looks all in good condition, and what's left on the drum, it's only that first sort of, I don't know, 20 feet or so.
Yeah.
Reduce the weight by at least half. Reduce the weight at least by at least magic. Hang on, that may be bolted through. Is that an eye?
Yeah, could be. Yeah, maybe it's bolted through in there.
Hang on a second. Ah, there's a.
Oh, it's an eye bolt, and
It's an eye bolt.
yeah, okay.
So you're going to have to get to the back here.
Yeah.
You're going to have to seize this.
Or can we?
Is it bolted in place?
Yeah, it's bolted.
It is
in place.
bolted.
Yeah. Put your hand down this side. There's a.
Oh. Oh, that could be fun trying to get to.
Yeah. It really needs the brake taken off to get to it.
No, you should be able to replace the cable with the winch in the machine.
As long as there's a bit of access.
Well, you can get a hand on it.
Yeah. We can actually turn it all night. Do we cut the cable off now?
Are we salvaging the
No.
cable?
We're having a discussion.
Oh, okay.
Let's try and get the bolt undone,
Okay, I'll do that then for the
We'll see
next little bit.
because if we can get it off,
Yeah.
we can most of it is reusable.
Yes.
We either find a company that will splice the eye back on the end, or we bite the bullet and do it with cable clips.
Oh no. Never designed for permanent installations for a start off.
Oh yes, they are. Well, it depends what spec you're reading.
Yeah.
But every offshore crane I've worked on had them.
Really?
Yes.
I am amazed.
Every single offshore crane I have worked on had things like the block attached with cable clips. Yes. Provided they are fitted properly.
Probably around about.
Right here.
That's actually. It's going to squeeze.
The kinks will come out.
Somewhere here.
Yeah.
Which is only really this little bit.
But no, I would be quite happy provided we can get the correct liner for the cable size.
Well, you've got one.
Yeah, that
cut
one
that?
would probably do.
You cut that out.
Yeah, I would be quite happy to do it with cable clips. Well, they're rated for it.
No, I don't like it. Well,
That's not a reason not to use them.
oh, it is for me. It's just me wouldn't.
Tim, what's the issue here that's causing the debate?
We're looking to salvage the majority of this cable instead of replacing it with new, which is going to be very expensive. And to do that, what we can actually do is to cut the cable at this length, or remove a damaged portion, which is what, 12 feet, 15 feet of cable, take the liner out of the eye and have it spliced back in down here, or to make a clamped type eye down here and keep the cable we've got, because the cable is a lot better as it's spooled off the drum. It hasn't been that exposed, and it's actually been well greased, although it does need greasing again.
How likely are you to use it and use it using a lot of power?
In likelihood, probably not, but
If it needs to be right.
it needs to be right if we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Martin and his hard work at releasing that, it saved us a lot of trouble. And now we can get to the point where we've got the cable off the winch completely. We've halved the weight of the winch section that we've got to remove from the vehicle, and we can now work on getting the whole winch and element out of the vehicle to actually service it.
Service it and up and running properly.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good job.